Hey guys, it's your girl Joanna. Today we're gonna go over my Gacha groups. I've done my groups for my animatronic OCs. Anyways, how is your guys' day? My day's been good so far. I'm now going to show you exactly why this is taking me a bazillion years to finish. This took me like a few days. Now, you might be like, Joanna, do you have more than this? Yes. Yes, I do. I made a few more groups however many days ago. I don't exactly remember. All I know it was either days or months ago. I don't know. One of the two. But anyways, this took me a while. Now, you might be like, can't you do the same for OCs? No, I could. And I legit spent hours in that game. So you'd be like, what's the hold up with your stories? This is my hold up. This and my OCs kind of came before my story because I'm kind of pushing it back. I'm like pushing it further and further away, and I kind of don't want to do that because if I do that and I keep mentioning them, you guys are kind of gonna want to see them. So it's one of those things. But you'll see it when you'll see it, and if not, then it'll be worked on. I promise. It's getting worked on. Um, I'm nowhere like started with it. Like I have kind of like my beginning thing of it, my little things I want to put into the story first before you watch it, and then the story comes then, and so on. Um, yeah, but that's how it's gonna go. So we have the originals here, and then we have Toys, Wizards, Nightmares, Fun Times. Now, with some of these, I did add like new animatronics to them. So the ones you don't know are my fan ones, my fan made ones. They're not in the games, they're just fan made. Like I said, I'm not gonna go off of like the canon of FNAF. I'm going to put my own twist to it. So if you're like jumping in to argue with me with this, please, please, please listen. These are my OCs. They are not canon. It's not canon. I'm not doing the canon game. Yes, I have characters that represents from the game. That's it. That's all I have. Like, for example, I have some from both of the Yandere games. And in no way, shape, or form do I support Yandere, not after what he did. I just like the game and the concept. Even if the game was kind of a little messy, I liked it. So I'm just clearing that up again. But yeah, these are all my groups. Well, at least all that's on the first page. As you can see, there's my fan-made ones. You can notice them. They stick out like a sore thumb because you're like, oh, What are these guys about? And don't mind the numbers off to the side. I was like trying to get everybody together and figure out how many I had. I have not worked on it. And the numbers are, I don't know, they need to get erased. They need to get erased because everything's on like two different phones, and I'm trying to put everybody on one phone so I can do it. I need to put them all in like a category and then just call it a day. I'm gonna go turn back to my first page and show you exactly what took me a day to do, and I know this for a fact. This is at least my FNAF AU series. It's not the whole book series, but it's most of it. The books that I'm talking about are more. This is just half of what's in it. This is the half. I don't know if you want to ignore the numbers or not, but if you want to add them, I guess, then add them. I was busy. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to start my AUs in and where I need them to start into. So if they look a little unknown to you, which I know they do, like all of these, like the ones starting from here and going from, I guess, where is it? Here to so here to the 96. It's 96. So here was where I think, yeah, so this will be pre-opening to Fredbear's and onwards after. So, and then Fredbear all the way up here. I know you can't really see it. There you go. So there's Fredbear. Here's where I was pointing. There's Fredbear. Here's 2. No, that's FNAF 1. That's FNAF 2. So you can see they're kind of close together. And then here's 3. This is the odd one out because it's not like what happened between those years because you don't see it. I mean, it's noted that between, I guess, the 2023 of when FNAF started would be there. So it doesn't have like after 1982, you don't know what happened. I think there's like a grace period between these games. So whatever grace period is here, I will be adding something there. And then you have FNAF 4, which started at the same time as FNAF 2, or right around it. Maybe even earlier, but maybe FNAF 4 was first, and then FNAF 2 came like after. So this would be 1990, 1981, and then this would be 1982. So ignore the first 2 numbers, I mixed them up. So, and then we got FNAF 5, 6. Now, this one was a hard one to place because you don't really know. All I know it's somewhere but around the 2024. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm not sure because there's no definitive date for it. But it has to be either in 2024 or 2023, somewhere around the time when this place got burnt down. The Fazbear Frights got burned down, whenever that was. So So I think these two share the same year, but I'm not sure because, you know, Pizza Sim also has the likes of all of whatever was in, what was it? I know it. Circus Baby? Circus Baby's Pizza. No, it's not pizza. Circus Babies. You guys can tell me what it is. I know what it is. I just can't. I'm blanking on the name. Circus Babies Rentals. I don't know, something. It's a baby's pizzeria. I don't know. You guys can tell. I'm desperately trying not to remember this specific animatronics like workplace. I'm really not. It's not happening. I know it's a facility. It's like an underground facility. That's what I know. So this underground facility, and then this has all the animatronics, but like damaged version. Um, then we have security breach. Then we have security's breach that was the ruin game, and then we have help wanted, help wanted 2, and then we go down to all the way back to FNAF 23. So FNAF 23 has the 2050. Now the only reason why I did this is because 1, I wanted more, and 2, I have like a bigger list of stories you guys did not see. Like I only did like my prologue from 7, from chapter 7, and that's all you guys have seen from me. And then like I lost the ability to get into like my old tablet that I had for it, and was like, well, I can't do that now. So I had to wait and wait and wait for a billion years until I forgot about like my my storage, not my Google storage, my cloud storage, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. It exists. So I forgot that it exists, and was like, well, that's something. I know I was forgetting you, but I just didn't. It didn't register. So, um, let me let me scooch. Let me scooch here. So, this Angel's Death Babies. Now, I know we may have a lot of these guys because a lot of these are animatronics, most are humans, but I'm gonna have like a lot of these. So, if you see like an insane number for like my numbers for these, you'll know why. Because I'm babyfying everybody right about now. And the last one I did was Claire, quote unquote Mrs. Afton, that people are still debating on if she is a thing, but I don't think so. So we're gonna just say if William has a wife, and if she was in his life at some point, but we just don't know it. Did they separate after all the kids were born? Because I'm pretty sure that if that's the case, And it probably most likely is. So let's see. Let me see. Let me give you this picture. William and his wife, if he has one, they have their first child, right? They're married, they have their first child, you know, all the lovely stuff. Um, they go through couple married things, you know, all the lovely jazz, up the up and downs, the good and bads. Then the second child, Elizabeth, comes in. Yes, I'm making Elizabeth the middle child deal with it. Um, I don't like her. Like I said, I do not like her. And I believe my Elizabeth is going to be closely to the way I see her as, which it would be annoying. And she'd cause a lot of trouble. I see her causing a lot of trouble because girls are trouble. And she'd be a little, let's see, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Sorry. Um, she'd be a little, talk back. Yeah, she'd be the one that talks back to their parents and just be a little stubborn. Like if you ask her to like do a chore, she probably wouldn't do it 9 times out of 10. And she would give you mouth, which I would see a 7-year-old or however she is. I believe she's 7 because Michael's like 14, making. I made Chris like. No, I made her. No, 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 no. Sorry. I made Michael. No. I don't forgot how. I forgot how old I made Michael. But we know for right now, Michael is a teen. At least until I change that. If I do go back and figure out when I gave him his birthday. I know I gave it to him. I gotta go on my phone and figure out when I did that. And then I'm going to say this once. I'm not going to call the crying child CC, Evan, or Chris because we all know his name now. We know his real name now. It's Dave Afton. If anybody says or comes to me and like his name is this, I'll be like, no, it's not. Somebody has done the theory and figured out the activity book. They figured out his name. So if you want to yell at me, don't. Because people have figured out his actual name now. And then I have the child that nobody talks about. So if William does have a fourth child, would it be from his wife or somebody else? And I'm going to say it's probably their first child before Michael. The only reason why I'm saying that is because of probably why they're not together in the time when their last child is born. She kind of just ups and leaves him. Claire ups and leaves William. And it's a whole mess, and he has to raise like 4 children. And I believe Terrence is what, 2 or 3 years older than Michael. So if Michael's a teen, he'd kind of be like 20, 20, 22, 23. He'd be in his 20s, somewhere in his 20s. I think it's like his mid, early 20s. So, yeah, there's that. And we have more groups down here, as you can see. And you see, I am obsessed with chocolate because chocolate is my favorite. So, I actually liked how my OC of milk chocolate, what was it? Milk chocolate Orville came out. He was looking cute. I liked it him. He was fun to make. Excuse me. Now I'm going to flip because you cannot see. There. Now you can see. And then we got more groups. Even more groups. And I will go over these in a better way. Maybe so you can see them actually. But yeah, this group is the actually one, the only one that I know for sure that has 3 animatronics in it. It has 3. This is a group I know I'm sure of. And this group is only going to say 3 unless someone leaves it. But I doubt it because I don't know if you catched it in my last video, but I've made at least 2 people in that group partners. The third one being what? I want to say the third one being Chica. And nobody really talks about this. Chica was actually in Fredbear's. Can we talk about that for a second? Chica was in Fredbear's. Because of the pizza the pizza the pizza simulator. UCN Ultimate Custom Night. She was in Ultimate Custom Night. That's when you figure out, oh wait, she was in Fredbear's. Because she says that she's been there for long enough or whatever, and she's seen everything, she knows everything. So I believe that she was in Fredbear's. Nobody talks about this. I don't understand. Maybe they have, but maybe we've missed it, or maybe I haven't just paid too much attention to it. But what I've noticed is nobody talks about Chica being in Fredbear's. So when she comes over to, I believe, what was it? FNAF 1's Pizzeria. She's not yet. This is the games. This isn't my like AU. This is the games. I'm talking about the games now. She's not. I'm talking about Chica in the games. Not my Chica. She's not possessed by a spirit. I don't think she's possessed. So she's a normal animatronic. Just like the rest. So after everything, all the stuff going from the line of what happened, everybody knows. I don't have to say it because everybody knows the story. So after the souls, the children get put into the animatronic suits, warning, it's pretty messed up. I'm like, why would you do that? They're kids. Like, there's worse people in the world, and you're going after kids. It's like, yeah, it's like, if there's any, see, I don't get this. Like, if it's a child or a person or anything else of the nature, someone would get in a whole world of trouble. And I've noticed this one thing about FNAF, the games at least. no one has caught on to William. Even if I did say something was going on with him, which may or may have not been, something may have or may have not gone on with William. Now, as to the many reasons why he did it is up into debate, but on my theories is that one, well, he's probably his body is either one, being controlled by a glitch trap, or two, he's actually committing, some crimes that he probably would regret for the rest of his life, if he does, if he does not. That's what I meant. But yeah, if it's a lot of ifs because nobody really knows, and there's just a whole lot of guesses, which is why I'm saying this now. I'm going off on my own thing. I'm taking inspiration from the games, no matter how messy and confusing they are. I'm just taking my interpretation on the games and then explaining it to you so that you could understand that the games are different than what I'm doing. Because my stuff will kind of be tame. The only thing I'd give warnings out to is mostly hitting and yelling. And that barely ever happens into my AU. Oh, and gore and blood and whatnot. Those are the least things. Those are the least warnings I will give you. Anything else kinda goes. It kinda goes with it. So if it's bad, it's going to get mentioned. If it's tame, it's good to but if not, then it gets warnings. I should have like a warnings list so I don't have to do all of like going through this because it's a lot. So here's more of my animatronics. Now, I do have some of my favorite fan-made ones. One being Helpful Bonnie and one being Overworked Bonnie. No, not Bonnie. I'm at Freddy. I don't have Bonnie for the both of them. I have Freddy's. So Overworked Bonnie. No, why do I keep saying Bonnie? I'm sorry. Freddy. Overworked Freddy and Helpful Freddy are my main two that I like. And you might see some new ones here, like Sweet Drop Candy. Not like candy from the fan-made series Candy, Five Nights at Candy. Not that candy. That's not what I'm talking about. And not Candy Cadet. Not that candy. But I have like a candy themed animatronic because I like candy. I like candy and chocolate. They're my two most favorite things. And then boom, here's my world. Now there's some places on here I made up, and then there's some that we kind of don't talk about. I mean, well, we talk about more than one. We talk about them all the time. But we got, let's see, we're going to start the bottom. We got U Valley, Hell, Japan, FNAF Port, Florida's in the middle, Heaven's on the other side. Then we have Canada on the top, close to Florida. The next to Canada is Winter Valley, I believe. Yeah. Winter Valley. Then we have next to that Fallville. Then next to Fallville, we got Rockville. Then down from that we have, what are you? Hollowed Snow. Then across from that we have Mapleville. And then these three are kind of connected. So these three are connected. FNAF Port, Heaven, and Hollow Snow are connected. You are just an island. I don't think you were you? I don't think you were connected with that one. You weren't one big island. I think they were just separate. Like this one was a mainland, and then it just kind of split it off. You can see the jazz right there. This one wasn't a mainland, although it kind of does look like a main. And then this one doesn't. Oh. And I know you've seen all like the little letters and whatnot. I will explain. Most of them are like for like industry, residential. What was it? What was the whatever shops is under? I forgot what shops were under. We got boats, we got docks, we got ports, where they store stuff. We got that. We got airlines. So that's basically what you see all in this one little area. And I know you might be seeing like the town halls. You see the town halls like dotted in the middle. Town hall there. Town hall probably somewhere over there. You can't really see it now. Uh-oh. There you go. Sorry. And town hall there. Florida has a town hall. It's very small, but you can see it. There's Florida's town hall. All of them pretty much got town hall in the middle. Or wherever the seasons thing is. So this season has like two. So this main one is like summer and spring. That's because it's, hot all the time. This one on the other side has all of the seasons. This one has, I think, three, that being summer, spring, and fall. I know I did that backwards, but you get the point. This one has all four seasons. This one has all four. Florida has all four, of course, because it's Florida. Even though I feel like we have only like two, and the rest are just crazy weather all year round. Canada has all four, even though it probably has one or two, maybe more than the other. I know you have one, just the one, or maybe two. Yeah, this one has like fall and winter, and then this one just has straight winter. I mean, no, straight fall. Then this one has like fall. This one has winter. This one has fall, and then, going back to like all of the four seasons. So if you're anywhere on this map, you would want to be the heaven, because their weather actually is not crazy. Everywhere else, crazy weather. Heaven doesn't have crazy weather. Yeah, they're pretty much normal for most of the time because heaven doesn't go through like any of the natural disasters we have here on Earth. Um, I'm pretty sure hell only has like one major one major issue, and that's it's literally hot and everything's pretty much probably on fire. So it's a hellscape, you know. I guess you can say it's hazardous. It's a fire hazard. And here are my groups that I said. I'm gonna take it up just so you can see. So here are my groups that I know are going to be multiple. Here are most of my new ones. Most of my new ones. I added those the other day. And then more of my new ones. I know. I said I was gonna stop, but nope. Didn't stop. I did not stop. Stopping was not my middle name. I made more. I have no idea who I want to put in these scripts unless I already did, and I'm completely blanking on who I put in these groups. So, yeah, that's a thing. When you're blanking on groups that you put down and you don't know what animatronic you put in, that's great. I know most of them are like, let me get the right animatronic from my head. Springtrap. I know a few were Springtrap. A few were Freddy. I'm pretty sure I got a Bonnie in there somewhere. If not, I don't know. I know one's Chica. I think I got a Mango in there somewhere. I don't know. I gotta go back over it and look over it for those. But yeah, that's all I got for today. I'm going to end it here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.